Alright.
Well.
Well,
Well,
I am back from
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg. It was a two-day event, and yeah, it was a really good trip.
I had a
Had a
really
really
good
good
time.
time.
Thank you for
everybody
everybody
who's
who's viewing my
viewing my
content
content
as
as I
posted
posted
AEW
AEW
stuff.
stuff.
I
I
started
started
posting
posting
on
on
TikTok now, so yeah.
yeah.
Surprisingly getting lots of engagement
engagement
over
over
there.
there.
So
I'm gonna be doing three videos in a row here.
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
be
doing
doing
the
Raw
Raw
review,
review, AEW
AEW
Dynamite
Dynamite
from
from
Winnipeg,
Winnipeg,
and
and
then
then
AEW
AEW
Collision
Collision
from
from
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
I was there for those shows, so I can review them. And I'm doing a Raw review right now because I didn't do one, and it's
It's
gonna
gonna
be really late,
but
but here we go.
What happened here?
Okay,
Well, hopefully I'm still live here.
And
so I gotta figure out how to put all my clips onto here
so
so that I can start giving you guys some more content over on the TikTok. Alright, so let's start this Raw review. Raw. So Raw opened up. So Cody Rhodes opened up the show to start off Monday Night Raw because of course he's in Madison Square Garden and they need the Golden Boy to open up the show. So Cody Rhodes asked New York City what do you want to talk about, and then the music of Stephanie McMahon hit as a surprise. She made her way down to the ring. After Stephanie joined Cody in the ring, Cody said he was surprised to see her here. Stephanie said that she's a McMahon and this was the house her grandfather built in Madison Square Garden. Cody asked Stephanie what she wanted to talk about. Stephanie said she wanted to talk about Cody, Randy Orton, and WrestleMania. Stephanie said she used to sit right. Alright. And then Stephanie said that she used to sit right over there, and Andre the Giant would squeeze her leg as she went to the ring. Stephanie said that Cody Randy are multi-generational talent, so they know how it works in this business. Stephanie said that Cody chose to take the golden path and stay true to himself. Stephanie said that Cody thinks that he can bring out the best in people. Stephanie says you can't bring out the best with his version of Randy Orton. And Stephanie was really putting Randy Orton over hard. So yeah, I'm thinking something might happen. And then Stephanie told Cody that this version of Randy Orton is diabolical, and you have to think like Randy and Cody's father, Dusty Rhodes, can get dirty with the best of them. Stephanie said that's what she has seen so far. Cody isn't his father. And Stephanie claimed this version of Cody can't beat this version of Randy, and he has no idea who he's dealing with. And then Cody Rhodes said that the last thing he would ever want to be is rude to Stephanie, but Cody said she knows everything about Orton. That became the coal, that became the diamond. He became the youngest world champion putting heads off, and he was doing stuff so vile that they can't even show it today. Yep, things they used to do back in the day. Cody said he knows some of the stuff was to Stephanie, some of that stuff. And Cody said he ceased to be the student because he took care of Orton. Cody said that he had to turn the volume down in the car to make sure he can hear Randy Orton breathing since he would pass out sometimes. Cody said that if you want to talk about fathers, he is not his father, and Stephanie said, and Stephanie is not her father. Which her father was Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Stephanie slapped Cody in the face. Stephanie said she was there to help him.
Stephanie said that Randy isn't just listening to the voices. She said that Orton loves what he's telling them. And Stephanie said it appears that Orton is listening to somebody else as well.
And Stephanie said that unless you think like Randy, you will lose that title.
And Stephanie said that at WrestleMania would be the last time Cody is introduced
and Stephanie
as
said
the
that
WWE
WrestleMania
champion.
would be the last time Cody is introduced as a WWE champion.
So that was a very interesting promo, and I think from what I took this segment is that I wonder if Stephanie McMahon is going to cost Cody the title.
If Stephanie McMahon is going to cost Cody the title,
be a corporate champion for Stephanie,
and then Randy Orton's
they're going to bring that back.
Be a corporate champion for Stephanie.
That's what my take was.
They're going to bring that back.
I mean, it could work if booked right, but
the way booking's been in like all over, I just don't know if they can do it. So. Alright, and then Adam Pearce was backstage talking to Ice Show Speed, who wondered where he was. It was Danhausen who appeared behind Speed, who claimed he was cursed. Danhausen suggested a payment for it, and Speed said no, they didn't get it resolved. Pearce said he got Speed front row seats for the Usos against the Vision. LA Knight said he was going to be a guest announcer for the Usos. While that was going on, Kobe was talking to Johan Evans. The Usos made their entrance as the World Tag Team Champions. They had a new theme song, which makes sense since, since his theme song doesn't make sense for a tag team.
And I actually didn't notice the theme song. Every theme song sounds so generic. And see what that means. So it was the street fight. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay versus the Vision. Logan Paul and Austin Theory. This match went 10 minutes. And I think I was surprised with the outcome.
But
there are new tag team champions, Austin Theory and Logan Paul. They are the new Raw tag team champions. So as the match was winding down, Paul went to. So there was a lot of interference. They used those to use kendo sticks to beat up Theory while trash can was on Theory's head. Usos set up a Slim Jim table in the ring, Jimmy super kicked Theory. The Usos hit a double suplex on Theory through the table in the ring. The fans chanted holy crap for that. Paul went over to his mom and she had his brass knuckles. LA Knight went after Paul and punched him. Paul pulled the Ice Show Speed into the ringside and sent Paul into the ring post. Speed put the brackets on his fist, and then Knight turned him around, and Speed punched Knight with the brass knuckles. The fans chanted you effed up. At Speed, so Speed left. Speed put the brass knuckles on the apron, so Paul put the brass knuckles on. Jimmy ducked the punch. Jimmy ducked a punch.
The Usos hit double super kick on Paul. The Usos hit a double super kick on Theory and spear by Jay. Jay jumped on Paul on the floor. Jay put his left arm across Jimmy's chest for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Jay was too late for the save, and it went 10 minutes. A surprising title change for Monday Night Raw, but I guess they probably wanted to build that Madison Square Garden show. So. And after the match, Austin Theory raised the hand at I shot speed in the aisle for helping him. Paul took speed, but they were going to try to kill him, so Paul told Speed to stick with them. And then Liv Morgan cut a promo. She bragged about being the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time. Liv called Stephanie a bee and wondered why. Vicky's sneak attacked her every chance she can get. Liv says she thinks Valkyria is cared. Liv says she knows Valkyria is proud of where she comes from, and this is where Liv comes from, and this is from on site. It's about what her mother taught her about fighting and trash talk Valkyria in Spanish. And then Stephanie made her entrance. Valkyria knocked Liv down with a super kick to the head. Valkyria grabbed the steel chair, and Roxanne Perez came back from injury. She came back to help her buddy. Liv with a cheap attack. On Valkyria, Liv hit an Oblivion on Valkyria onto a steel chair. And then Liv called Valkyria a stupid bee, and Liv celebrated. And nobody tried to help Valkyria because that is what the faces do nowadays. Nobody comes out and helps them. This feud's been okay. And then after that, the Vision, Logan Paul, Austin Theory were backstage talking about I Show Speed. Speed said he didn't mean to help them. Logan said that they had real enemies now. Paul Heyman walked in to say that Speed would be fine. Heyman told Paul and Theory to take Speed out for dinner. Heyman was alone and said that. The Usos were going to kill Speed. And then Adam Pearce asked Heyman if he checked his email. Heyman said that you were asking around on a date, and Pearce said there's something wrong with you. Heyman said you can put that in a memo and send an email. And then Bayley and Lyra Valkyria made their entrance for the tag team action. This is for the titles. This match went about 11 minutes. This match was turning out to be a good match until the Bella Twins walked out to ringside and Nikki looked okay after spinning Renko. Charlotte Flair also walked out with Alexa Bliss. Lyra left the ring and then Jack threw Wyatt into Charlotte and Alexa. Lashley beat from behind and sent Nikki into the ring post. Bayley jumped on the Blige, who tackled Bayley. Jax hit a headbutt. Flair and Bliss attacked Jax. The fans booed the DQ and it went 11 minutes. It was on the way to being a good match until the DQ happened. But it's just setting up the story from the tag team match, because we're probably going to have a big six-man tag, six-woman tag. 14 match at WrestleMania. Danhausen appeared in a segment during the break. Danhausen claimed he was the world's most famous wrestler and the world's most famous arena. Danhausen announced that WWE will return to Madison Square Garden on July 18th for Saturday Night Main Event. The fans cheered. Danhausen revealed Cannonhausen 2.0 and shot t-shirts into the crowd. So this next segment was great. It felt like a main event attraction. Honestly, like this feud should be the main event. Brock Lesnar and the Obi Femi segment.
was just everything from start to finish was the main event. This will be in my top 5 list. And yeah, I was really hyped after this. I was like, dang. And again, why can't they just do that for everything in wrestling? So Brock made his entrance in his wrestling gear, looking for a fight. Lesnar was his advocate. Paul Heyman was his advocate. Heyman put over Lesnar as the real main event of WrestleMania. Heyman said that 2 weeks ago that Lesnar was distracted by Seth Rollins and caught off guard by Obi. Heyman claimed that last week Obi-Femi picked up a fight when Lesnar wanted a confrontation. Heyman said that tonight Lesnar is dressed to fight. Heyman has said that he's seen this happen for 25 years in WWE and UFC. Heyman said that when a man locks eyes with Lesnar, they piss themselves and he seems to be hopped up. So Heyman kept on ranting, so Lesnar got the microphone. Enough, Obi-Femi, get your eyes out here. And then Adam Pearce walked out with a small security guard. He said that Pearce had to preserve his WrestleMania matches. The lights went out, and then here comes Obi-Femi with an incredible entrance that the fans loved. He was so over. Like, WWE has finally got a start in their hands. Now, is it going to stay? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, the 5 security guards went after Femi and Obi knocked them out. He tossed security guard Obi and Femi eventually circled the ring as fans chanted Oba. Cole correctly stately the rock that the Guardian was rocking. Femi walked around the whole ring until he finally got in there with Lesnar. The fans chanted holy crap. For Femi facing off with Lesnar. And then Triple H walked down to the ring and got into the ring with both guys. The fans chanted, let them fight. Triple H yelled at Paul Heyman to get Lesnar out of there. Triple H told Lesnar and Femi that WrestleMania is where it happens. Lesnar told Femi he's going to end him. Lesnar picked up a poor security guy on the floor and gave him an F5. And yeah, and that guy sold that really good. Unless Brock Lesnar legit gave him an F5. So I enjoyed that segment. So then Finn Balor video aired. Said that the Judgment Day ran Raw for 4 years. Along the way, he made some bad decisions. Balor said he thought he could help Dominic. Balor said that when Dom turned his back on his father, Balor was the one who stepped up for Dom. Balor said that Dom lost the Intercontinental title because he's a self-entitled jack-off. Balor admitted he helped create that jack-off Dom, so he's responsible. So I think there's going to be a Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio match at WrestleMania 32. They got to get that card going. Like it's only a couple weeks away now. So the IC Championship match, Penta versus Kobe. This match went 10 minutes. It was an entertaining match. Kobe got a near fall in the match after Trouble in Paradise. So he was close to winning, no dice. As Penta retained. And then Penta was interviewed in the ring by Jack Redmond, who asked Penta what he had in mind. Penta said he talked to Adam Pearce and said it's done. Penta said that WrestleMania, his title is hanging above the ring. And Penta said at WrestleMania it will be a ladder match for the IC title. So that's big. That's big for the IC title. Making the IC title great again. And then Adam Pearce spoke to Paul Heyman. Pearce asked what Lesnar was. Heyman said that Lesnar was. Pierce asked Heyman about his emails, and Heyman doesn't like emails. Lesnar asked if Heyman smelled anything, and Heyman said he smelled the stench of the Raw GM. And then Paul Heyman left for the promo. Another promo heavy show. Dominic walked out for a promo by the entrance as was during the break. Dominic said he should be the IC Championship, but for Bella Costo. Dominic said that WrestleMania would be one man standing tall, and that would be him. So Paul Heyman was in the ring. He bragged about Logan Paul and Austin Theory winning the titles. Heyman said he tried doing something for you. Heyman said he tried to give you Brock Lesnar against Oba, but the wannabe suck up middle manager Adam Pearce stopped it. And then Adam Pearce walked out, asking Paul Heyman to check his email. Heyman ranted, so Pearce fought. Filled him in. Pearce said that the Boston Police Department dropped all charges against Seth Rollins. And Heyman said he's a naive native, that as of this very moment, Seth Rollins is medically cleared. And Seth Rollins came out, hit Heyman with a chair shot to the back. Rollins set up Heyman for more, but Gunther arrived at ringside and he pulled Rollins out of the ring. Rollins applied the sleeper on. Or Gunther applied the sleeper on Rollins on the commentating table, and Rollins sold it like he was passed out. Gunther pointed at the WrestleMania sign and basically challenged Rollins to a WrestleMania match. So yeah, so I guess this is Gunther's way of getting into WrestleMania because, well, you gotta do something. But this kind of makes it look silly because they were building Gunther up as the legend retirer, legend killer. So as a legend killer, but then now he's going to be facing Gunther. I mean, now he's going to be facing Seth Rollins, which I guess it could work, but like they have 2 weeks to build this feud, so I get injuries happen. It was supposed to be Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins, which it would have been really cool if Braun Breaker actually came back and helped Rollins, but I don't think he was ready, and Gunther needed a match. And originally, Gunther was supposed to face Rey Mysterio, but he got injured, so I mean, they can build it up at the next pay-per-view maybe, and yeah, we'll see where that will go. And then then the next match was Io Sky versus Raquel Rodriguez. And this match went 11 minutes, a solid match with a cheap finish due to the presence of Asuka and Zayn on the floor, which ultimately cost Sky the match. Raquel picked up the win, just a way to put her over as a heel. And yeah. And Javon Evans was interviewed by Vic Joseph. This was during the break. Evans said that 3 times on the WrestleMania. The fans cheered. Evans said his grandmother would tell him to have fun. Evans said he's ready to get wicked. And then, yeah. So the next was the Roman Reigns and CM Punk promo. This wasn't much of a promo exchange because they went into the fighting. With Punk getting the upper hand of Reigns, since Reigns has the upper hand last week. That's usually how things go when you're building up a WrestleMania match. And yeah.
And yeah, and that is Raw. So, I thought the highlight of the show was Brock Lesnar Obi, because that was just like, I'm really hyped up for that one. So that'll be the good, and I'll even use that in my top 5. This week, and then the bad. Well, I mean, I could say the bad would be Cody Rhodes and Stephanie McMahon, because I don't know what they're doing. They're just talking about each other's fathers. Actually, the bad would be the Nia Jax and Ash Legend versus Bayley and Laya, because that match got DQ'd, because it was looking to be a good match. So, yeah. And yeah, so that is Raw from Monday. And stay tuned for I'll be coming back right away to do an AEW Dynamite review from Winnipeg. So that's gonna be fun. Stay tuned for that, and then I'm gonna be doing Collision, and then I'm hoping to play some of that DLC from Borderlands 4 later tonight too. So stick around for that, and yeah, make sure to hit like, subscribe for the new viewers who are watching. And yeah, until then, I'll see you in the next video.